Rider, Sissy Rider, lives in, I don't know if it's West Palm Beach or Orlando or something like that. I don't know, never heard or seen him again.
Yeah, but he has to be really old as fuck now, bro. I remember at that time, he was what, like in his 60s or something like that?
Something like that. He wasn't so bad, bro. Then he was into 11 meters, and then he got his license, and he took off.
What's the one, he used to be out there all the time at night drunk a little bit too, him and his wife or whatever, Eagle Eye or Eagle something, they used to sell boat pumps.
Eagle was just, he was a park ranger, he retired. I forgot their name. It was a guy and a girl that used to drive a Mustang.
Yeah. Still trying to remember.
Used to get a drunk shit-faced out of their fucking minds every Friday, Saturdays, and Sunday.
I can't think of his name, though.
I don't remember. I think they got divorced, if I'm not mistaken.
And Navigator. Is he still around?
Navigator used to live in Hollywood. He used to be on Channel 19 a lot. I haven't heard him in years. He did that situation like 231 did with his radio and shit like that.
Yeah, he had an IMAX on that pine tree. I met him a couple of times. Going gordo también, yeah, man. Good people.
Yep. Floppy, as you all know, died.
Yep.
Floppy. Yeah, I miss him, man. Yeah, I miss Floppy. So who was hey Bullet, you might know, I don't know. Who was the one that used to yell at Ed all the time? I don't know if I was making the repeater or not. I've been trying to, maybe you might know, but he's always yelling at Ed, drunk as fuck. He's a recycled guy. He used to drive and just do recycle. But he was always drunk and belligerent on the fucking CB, yelling at Ed, saying he was a child molester and all that. Fuckery into his ass, too. So me, the guy's name?
I don't remember that guy. I left the radio, bro. I left 11 meters in 2008, and I didn't come back up to maybe a couple months before I came over here. Because when I saw the piece of shits that they were left, I said, you know what? I'm out of here, and I came over here.
Yeah, I don't remember. I used to work at the bus station, or I mean the bus place over there in Fair, was it Fairbanks? Not Fairbanks. What the hell is that damn Ravenswood? There you go. Ravenswood and Griffin there. I used to work at the bus place there, so that's how I used to talk on the CB.
I don't remember KJ4 SWP, for those who want to know.
KJ4 QID. Yeah, man, me and Skippy would go at it so much at night. Oh my God, it was so much fun, bro. Only if there was recordings, man.
Walk like a man, go for the gusto.
Bro, the one day that fucking guy comes up to me and tells me, no, because you take your kids to McDonald's and you buy them the Happy Meal, and then they got the greasy hands because they've been eating fries, and then they smear it in your windshield. That fucking man had me flipping balls that day.
Bro, he would try to attack me as much as he could because he just couldn't win with me, man. Because, you know, I was at Ravenswood and Griffin, and he was all the way, you know, west on Griffin, you know what I'm saying? So one day I left work for a break, you know, lunch break, whatever. I drove all the way out because he kept keying the fucking radio. And I said, I bet you it's fucking Skippy. So I went out there and sure as shit. And then I said, yeah, I found him, it's Skippy. You know, so I pissed on the lock and I shitted on it. And Skippy went fucking irate, man.
Bro, that man, I swear to God, guys, he will be getting drunk so bad that he stayed keyed the whole night up to the next morning when he woke up. He blew a couple radios doing that.
Well, that's nothing, bro. JB used to do the same shit. We would piss JB off, and he would lock the PTT on his microphone. And that's it. I mean, it would be a hanger the whole night.
It's so fucking funny, man. I wish we had a Skippy out here.
Nah, everyone will just start crying and bitch about it.
Well, that's just fucking Daniel, but yeah, no, I'm talking about, man, just a raw out fucking shit, man. Because on the radio, on the CB, me and him, man, I had people fucking rolling laughing. He had people rolling laughing, man. We would just go at it fucking all night, man.
I mean, over the years, be honest, there was a handful, you know, that you could count with one hand that really had the radio etiquette, the radio persona, the radio thing. But there was most of them out there was just people that were just amagao. I don't know how to say that in English. They're like sore losers. Nasty fucking assholes.
Oh, yeah, they dish it out, but they can't take it. Yeah, I know. You know, me, you know what? You can say what you want about me. It ain't gonna fucking matter, bro. You know what? I've built up a tolerance like you wouldn't believe, man. I've been on the repeater in South Carolina. I mean, South good. In California, the 435 in California. So I got a taste of, California style. And they couldn't even fucking handle me, man.
You know, I know what happened over there, Mikey. You only won in South Florida.
They still talk about me, bro. I'm still connected with them through Facebook, through the Facebook thing with them, and I still get shit. It's so fucking funny. KJ4QNE. You're gonna learn the hard way, man. You know, but hey. I've been doing this for a long time, so it's not like you're going to really change my mind about anything.
W4THM. Yeah, I was listening for a little bit there today on the broadcastified to the 435.
KJ4SWP, for those who want to know.
You know, you're on here on this California repeater. Why don't you make a repeater down there? And it's like, wait a minute, you're right. Why am I on this fucking California-ass fucking libtard fucking repeater? Roger Flyoing, that fucking shit. Why don't we make something here? So that was my goal, but once I found out Sergio put up a repeater, you know, up high and shit, and I was like, well, you know what? I gave up my doing it for myself, and I decided to go here because this is the right way to do it. So You know what I'm saying? So we made a name for ourselves now. So that's what matters. And but the truth of the matter is that, you know, the 435 has just been downhill, man. It's like Roger Blythe fucked it up, and, you know, shit's getting old. But, yeah, there might be some funny shit, so there's still some people out there trying to bring it back up and what have you. But me and Dave, we go at it a lot, too, out there. And that this is really funny, man. A lot of funny shit. But, you know, we're here, man. We got our own shit now. Got our own fucking thing. And it got well-known pretty... It actually got well-known pretty fucking fast, actually.
Yeah, man. They even got women on the repeater with it, man. I was listening to this one chick today there. And, yeah, man, it was pretty interesting. I was listening for a little while. And, like what I was telling Robert earlier, man, the amount of listeners that they have on Broadcastify compared to this one, yeah, man.
They've been doing it for years, man. Plus, the fact, though, is that, you know, our Broadcastify link is fucked up because of the 44325, you know? And that's how everybody known it. And it was bigger. At one point, we were equal, if not larger. But it died down. The repeater got shut down. Sergio got pissed off. And, you know, all this other shit happened. Or I don't know what the fuck. But a lot of things got messed.
Yeah, you cut out there, Mikey. You were going downhill.
Sergio had a mouse in his pocket. I thought this was Sergio's baby. 10-4?
You know, blah, blah, blah. So I gave him the links that you have so he can listen to them. The point is that he loves my show, too. He fucking... you know, get this shit squared away.
Se perdió el gringo.
People don't know where to look. Now I can...
se perdió.
I can't find the link.
Oye, Black.
Yo.
Se perdió el gringo.
No, someone keeps skiing on him. Hey, Mikey, someone keeps skiing on you, bro.
It's probably fucking fruit a little...
Yeah, Petey's link went down, man, which is known as the 444-325. And he hasn't put it up yet. So I have one on, which is the 145-325 with the VHF frequency of this repeater. Because I don't know if Petey's gonna get it back running as the 444-325 or not. So that's why I have it as 145-325.
It's probably Fruto or somebody keying on me, that fucking asshole. Some little fucking punk piece of shit trying to key on me.
Yeah, well, Mikey, if maybe you had a GR1225 in line or some kind of a repeater in line and use it how most of us use it here, then you wouldn't have that problem.
Yeah, well, I don't know if they're keying on me. Fucking asshole piece of shit. But yeah, man,
No le des idea, come mierda.
fun times on the repeaters, and so we got our own right now, and that's the important part.
Yeah, man. You gotta get that thing going over there, bruh.
What, are they still keying on me? Really?
No, not now. No.
a few things, so they shouldn't be keying on me now.
Oh, yeah, no, you changed a lot now.
Oh, yeah, no more fuckery. Bitch, try to do it now. It's just, I don't know how long I can hold this beam.
Bitch trying to take your money. Oh, you're on that 5 element?
What's that?
I said, you're on that 5 element?
Yeah, it's a 5 element, bro. I can't key the repeater in Palm Beach, but I use the beam and I point it fucking north. Fucking keys the repeater fine on the HT.
Yeah, man, because it made a difference.
I know. I got a stand. Matter of fact, I got a fucking really nice stand that I can put this beam on in the house here.
Some little tripods.
Yeah, it's a pretty nice tripod. But yeah, man, the 435 has been a really interesting time where I connected my repeater, connected California to here in my repeater, you know, shit, and just had a blast, man. But they couldn't handle me, man. They were getting pissed, man. They were trying everything to get me off, and, you know, I dealt with pretty much everybody. The biggest person I dealt with is Henry. Henry is the one that got killed. It's a big news thing. He got buried in a shallow grave in the Joshua tree, you know. Fucking unreal. Me and Henry was, I'm going to tell you about something about Henry. Henry was just like fucking Skip. They both had the same kind of fucking, man, could imagine bringing Skippy and freaking, I mean, that would be just freaking awesome. Skippy and Henry together, man, that would be just like, Jesus Christ.
Te lo llevas para acá, completo.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean, man.
Eagle!
What, you used to listen to 435?
Bro, I don't even remember anymore what year I got my license. Dude, I've been having it, I just never really used it. I mean, I had an ICOM 706 up till it blew up. I used to listen, but I never really was into it. And like I said, dude, what made me change is that there's 4 guys out there in 11 meters, and they don't know how to fucking bullshit. All they talk about is the news. All they talk about is this same old routine. I'm not about that. I like different things. I like to talk about different subjects, topics, whatever. Somebody that's above me, not beneath me.
Oh, I know what you're saying. Based on intelligence level and shit like that. Yeah, of course. We all won't have our days, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, when they're only satisfying their fucking needs and not really applying to intelligence and other things that people are interested in, but only focus on their needs, which really dulls the whole fucking repeater out. But KJ4QID.
Pete, just think about this. I'm going to listen to somebody's story that waits every first of the month to get a check of $700, and he's supposed to be my idol?
Mikey. W4 OXI.
Pero tú me entiendes ahí, Black Sheep.
Yeah, that's why I said Mikey. That's the perfect example.
G4, SYV. How's it going, guys?
Mr. Jensen.
Buenas noches.
Buenas noches, boy. How's everything going, guys? Good night, good morning, whatever it's gonna be.
Hanging out. Bored as hell. Not much to do.
Talking about the old CB days and the 435 repeater in California and bullshit like that.
Fun times, man. Fun times.
I don't know if you guys were here during the Triple O days, but I had some pretty good times then. About 10 years ago when we had a repeater up on the channel, I forget what channel tower it was like 1,500 feet over here. It was pretty fire, man, but this one seems to be outperforming.
The only thing I gotta say about this frequency and you know, whoever's running it, whoever's owns it, whoever's you guys are coño. You can't have it any more perfected. That's the goddamn fucking truth.
I don't know if you. I think the people who run it, you know them, don't you? I think Robert and Sergio do. But they know what they're doing technically. You know how they are.
You know why it's like this? Because it's the OCD in them. They gotta be perfect. And you know what? It's perfect for us because as operators, all we gotta do is just plug and play. Everything else, they maintenance it, they take care of it. They're always on top of their shit all fucking day. I listen. They just go over there for no reason, just to make sure everything's running right. And one way or another, they got the money to fucking keep it going.
Well, we've all contributed. You know, it's not just them. You know, like when Sergio put up the VHF one, we all, you know, gave in some money, and you know, basically it's all of us. You know, not just them. You know, we've contributed.
In a way, somehow, and I'm not saying I'm patting myself on the back or anything, but I did kickstart this repeater, that's for sure. I took it to a different level, man.
Yes, you did.
Someone, you know, we need to elevate the hobby, make it more welcoming for people our age and below. You know what I mean? Goddamn. Aries Races meetings won't cut it anymore.
No, that shit's fucking... I don't even know what the fuck that is. Donuts and bald heads, man.
Hey, fat boy, you still have your bug?
Yeah, I'm sitting there. Runs great. Manual turbo, sitting there. Trying to sell it for like $300, $350, I don't know.
I remember when you first got that fucking little car.
Yeah, it's funny. Yeah, I got a better car now, but yeah, no, that shit, man, that's a good car, man, trust me. It's a good little running car, man.
Oh yeah, man, throw some balloon tires on that bitch.
That's what I was thinking, doing that for mud and, you know, going out fucking with the ATV guys. Balloon tires on that bitch, bro, that would be fucking fun.
Yeah, but wouldn't you have to, like, lift it up a bit and put spacers? Yeah, Mikey, I think you would have to lift it a little bit and put spacers. to fit those balloon tires, wouldn't you?
And put big old mud tires.
Yeah, se fue tipo.
To put a radio in it. NMO mount. NMO mount.
How about you put a radio in it? NMO mount.
That's right. Here on the Goofy Mike or Drunk Net Radio Show. Reach the roof.
No, I've had all kinds of antennas on that shit, but it's a fucking sunroof, so no NMO. NMO, no.
Talking about NMOs, Mikey, I gotta get the ground rails, whatever the fuck, from this NMO mount you gave me. You know, I didn't use it. I came up with something else, but I'm gonna do something else with it. But I need the ground plane.
Roger.
I'm gonna. Would I need the? No, I don't think so. Would I need the ground planes for a quarter wave or no? I don't think a quarter wave would need that.
But I have the actual mount piece. The mount piece that goes with that whole mount bracket and everything, which you can just basically hook it up and use it as a antenna for the base.
I wanna do something, but with a quarter wave. That's why I'm asking. Would I need the ground plane for a quarter wave or no?
Yes, sir.
I think we spoke about this. So for the quarter wave, I would just need to put 4 little stainless steel rods. That's the same size as the quarter wave, right?
Frequency.
Say what? I didn't copy.
Yeah, you can. They have to be about the same exact size or slightly larger.
Yeah, probably by what, like half an inch or something like that? Like a quarter wave. For this frequency is like about, I'd say is 6 inches, I believe. So they would have to be what, like 6.5?
No, just slightly over the length of the antenna, just slightly. And you have to angle them down. Looking at a standard quarter wave, you'll see that they have to be angled down, the radials, because you have to match impedance.
W4THM. Yeah, I've seen that. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, you can't run it straight across because it's just no good. That's why I don't understand, like, the AM broadcast transmitters at stations. They run the ground radials directly across, from the quarter wave. It's really not even a quarter wave, but the funniest thing is if they were able to angle them down, that AM transmitter would get out so fucking far.
Yes, it would, but they don't seem to realize that. And that right there, what you just explained, would be something that Wolf would tell you to do. Don't angle them down, leave them straight.
No, he would go on a rant for hours about how he did this calculation with his .64 and did all this and that and claims that it's okay, but he tapered the antenna down to where it looks like a fucking straw at the top, how that part resonates great, but realistically it doesn't, because the real fashion of an antenna is you're trying to pull current to the top of it, so you need to make it thicker towards the top.
You have to make it thicker towards the top. Something like that, the antenna would have more weight on top and start leaning over like a limp dick. Yeah, I get it.
That antenna needs Viagra.
Things correctly, you can figure it out. The realistic thing is that that's what needs to happen. You don't taper it up towards the top. It's just it's an unrealistic fashion of how the antenna should operate. If you want things done right, you got to do it in a way where you can generally make it work for both directions, which means handle the weight on top is also be better performance. You see what I'm saying? You have to work those things. That's what's good about being an engineer, is because you can do those things, and figure them out.
Yeah, but I wonder why Goofy Mike discontinued the RF limited road noise.
That's what gets me. The funniest thing is that they all taper the antennas thinner towards the top. It's like, well, how do they expect the current to go further towards the top of the antenna without making it thicker? Which means you have losses now. You've now decreased the efficiency of the antenna by making it thinner towards the top.
Well, isn't it designed like that, like for wind load and all that other stuff? Obviously, it has to be thicker in the bottom for support and lighter on top. So when it lean over to the side or break or anything like that when the wind gets it?
No, because technically you can keep it the same size going up and slightly one size bigger without messing up anything. You know what I'm saying? Use heavier duty shit, that's all. You don't have to fucking whip out on the, thinness and make it lighter and all that shit. If you made it 1 or 2 more pounds heavier, but yet it's more fucking durable to handle that kind of thing, then that's what you need to do to make an antenna.
Put a zinc on top.
When you mean by thicker, do you mean like the wall of the tubing, or just try to maintain it all the same size from top to bottom?
Well, it's going to be impossible to do that for that size, so I would say about halfway up or just a little less, you go 1 pole size bigger that fits over the other pole. But the initial pole that starts from the bottom is a little heavier duty. You see what I'm saying? The point is that the least amount of tapering down you have, the better you're going to get for efficiency.
Okay, I understand now.
Ed, he when he built dipoles for FM, he tapered them down 3 times. Those antennas aren't even big, man. 3 times. And the smaller pole didn't even do shit. When he added it to it, the SWRs went higher.
Yeah, I wonder if you can make those for this frequency. I was just thinking about that. I remember he also made those for 11 meter. He made those for FM broadcast and all that dipole.
Where do you think he got the idea from? He never made a dipole in his life, and I was there in his freaking garage, and I had to make a two-bay antenna for FM broadcast. Guess where he got the idea from? And then he tried to copy me, and it just looked like total shit.
So he got the idea from you.
Even at a younger age than him, I was still well above his pay grade.
Yeah, and what happened? Because you could have been doing all that shit and been in his place.
What makes you say that he's better than me? I let him have my place. I was done with it, bro. I got fed up with it. And everybody started going to him. Because I told somebody, hey, you know, you just go to him if you need an antenna made or something, because I got done with it. I was being bombarded, bro. And I was dealing with people that were pretty much assholes, you know what I'm saying? Some of them were assholes, some of them weren't. But, you know, I wasn't really set up for it in ways at the time. And I produced plenty of antennas, trust me, man. I made some really great 5/8 waves and shit like that. It handled like 2 kW and shit.
Yeah. Now I'm wondering if it's possible to make a dipole for this frequency. You know, like one of those.
What could it be? The driven element where you put the connector in that.
Yeah, that ain't shit. It's too small. Ain't gonna have no gain. Grab that beam and point it back to the repeater. You're in the mud.
But, you know, it takes time and it's easy.
In the mud, Mikey. You're in the mud. Mikey, you're in the mud.
Like you in the Everglades or something?
No, why?
You're cutting out, bro. I didn't hear shit.
I don't know what's going on, man, because I'm using the Omni right now, and it just seems like every position I put it in, it gets good, and then it just drifts away, like disappears.
Yeah, you know, it's funny because it does that sometimes. It's like all of a sudden, you know, your transmission is good, and then it just slowly just starts just fading away. You know, it starts cutting out. You start off good, but then it just starts going down.
Maybe the wind's moving one of your elements.
Every time that happens, I have to move my radio in a different position. It's almost like the fucking tower, I mean, the building is like swaying back and forth. I have to keep...
Oh.
W4YXI. Yep. Just grab that beam, man, and do something with it.
KJ4SWP.
For those who care.
KJ4QID. You know, the beam works great, man. I'm rock solid in the repeater.
G4SYV.
All right, Mikey. All right. Here. What about this? All right. What about a dominator, but for this frequency? I lost him.
Oh, he's gone. He started talking, and all of a sudden he's gone.
What the hell are you guys talking about? I just switched fucking antennas, man.
Okay, I was asking you. All right, what about a UHF dominator?
What was the dominator? Is that the... what the... comes right up?
Yeah, some faggot keeps keying on you, but yeah, the one that guy was running, that guy that you and Sergio the DF'd over there, that I think he was running one of those antennas. That's the one I was talking about for FM broadcast.
Yeah. I don't know, bro, because that only has limited gain, man. UHF is easier to get gain from.
Yeah. I can't wait up till my GP9 shows up.
Is somebody still keying on me for real?
No, not now, but they do here and there.
But some assholes out there fucking like a dickhead going click, 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 click. But yeah, I didn't. That's why I stopped keying.
Fucking douchebag, man. It's alright, though. I'm gonna pretend like I'm fucking at home and have my noted. I'm gonna find out who it is. Fucker. Trust me on.
Yep, they were just doing it now.
Mikey, what did you say, man? I didn't hear it. Thick squat what you were talking about. These fucking assholes.
Alright, well, give me a second. I'm not going. Give me 1 second.
Tú no te preocupes, que este lo fundimos.
Yeah, well, Fruito the faggot.
I think so, because he's always talking about Mauricio, and you know how that goes.
I know.
Yo, is Mauricio like a repeater legend or something?
Oh, yeah, bro. Of course.
He's a repeater. Repeater.
Repeato. Stop keying on him, damn you!
Oh, no, it's okay. I'll take care of it really care of it. No problem.
Mikey, you need to make an example out of them. Yeah, Mikey, get out your base. Put some fear up their ass. Yeah, Mikey, you need to regulate.
Barbecue. Mikey, you need to regulate. Mikey. He doesn't seem to be keying on anybody else, so Mikey must be his favorite.
Yeah, it's only Mikey and 55 that these dickheads go and key over, and 4WZQ Friday.
I really wonder if these guys are hams. I mean, if not, they must have programmed radios, man.
No, they have zero lives. They don't care. They just want to do this because it's fun for them. They have zero respect.
Oh, when I was a kid, I used to fuck with Taco Bell and shit, so I'm not one to talk, you know what I mean? You know, we've all done stupid stuff. This might be a 17-year-old kid that just got, like, his first ham radio and he's bored.
No, it's more like an idiot that don't got nothing better to do with his life because he ain't got no friends, he ain't got nobody to try to fit in, and he don't got a license. We usually call that papalotes, right?
Oh, look, it's the Beofang faggot now.
Oh, yeah, the twinkle faggot.
Need some power to get over me. I'm pretty close to a repeater. I'm on 25 watts.
Yep, you and me, bro. You and me.
And about Mauricio, I don't even know the guy. Every time that Fruto comes out here and talks, that's all he comes out of his fucking cocksucker. Mauricio's, how do you call this? horse, Mauricio's this, Mauricio's that. So I don't even know the fucking guy.
Yeah, Mauricio, the Jaguar, 242.
Oh, I know Mauricio from back in the day. So I think it's kind of funny.
Yeah, I met him on the 11 meters when he lived out there in the roads.
Wow, that was pretty long ago, man. You've been on this shit for a while.
Yeah, bro. I got into radio like around 03, 04. So yeah, man, it's been a while.
Yeah, I'm around there too. KG4, SYV, so I'm somewhere around there. I start getting the HF though. I need to get my general. I've just been too lazy to do it right now.
Yeah, but you gotta go for that general. I got my general.
To be honest, the cost, the pay boundary and the cost of entry into that type of radio is one that I haven't been ready to get into yet, because I know how I am. I'm going to spend a lot of money.
Oh, yeah, I know.
I can't wait for my GP9 to show up.
A Motorola CP9?
No, man, the Comet, the antenna.
Oh, okay, I was going to say, I wouldn't be so excited about a CP9. I think I remember those radios. I want to get something for 6 meters, antenna-wise. I think I was going to build a dipole. I've just been lazy. I never really built a dipole for that band, so.
Yeah, I've never really done 6 meters. I know you have conditions there, but yeah, man, I've never really done it.
You know, believe it or not, my front door neighbor listens to shortwave. I don't know. I've never got into it. I don't know anything about that.
Oh, well, that's fun. I mean, you get to hear things all around the world. Plus, you get to hear the weird decoded messages from China or God knows where. I don't know if they still have that channel running where you hear those Russian messages or those Chinese messages. It's insane.
Yeah, I did that. I have that Yaesu I got from Robert, 770. And I'll turn that on here, dude. And I'll go on to what's the name of that website? Shortwave Info, something like that, and see what opens up or what's open at that time, and you know.
What kind of antenna are you running?
G5RV. I mean, that's what I use for HF. You know, I also have a vertical, but I have the wire up.
Those antennas have lasted in time, bro. They're gonna go in ham radio history.
If it ain't one thing, it's the other. Now the push-up pole is in back order.
Coronavirus. This shit's getting real.
Anybody has like a 40-foot tower out there?
I don't know if you know David. I think he was selling something. I'm not sure. But I forget his call sign right now. He's on the South Florida Hams Facebook page.
I'm looking for a 40-foot tower. If I could put over here.
They're going all out, huh?
Well, if I can't get me a damn push-up pole, I gotta get me tower, right? Or what's the next best thing?
I don't know. Height is always good, so I could see that would be the option to go with.
I already have an antenna on my the FP&L pole. I can't put another antenna in that pole anymore. That one's occupied.
How'd you do that?
Real easy. Climbed up the pole and put it up there. Simple.
Shit, you're agile. I have a fear of heights, man. One thing I don't screw with. I'm gonna go inside. I'm probably gonna be listening on the SDR. KG4 FYV. I'll be back out soon.
Black sheep. Oh. Uno hablando y 20 oyendo.
That's just the way it is out here, bro.
Where'd you go, Mikey?
I'm here. Connection broke off my power supply. I'll be out in 2 seconds.
What did he say? The connections broke his power supply?
Yeah, I think that's what he said.
Oye, Gatillo, la tía, ¿qué le pasó?
Se cansaron.
Coño, pobrecito. Tú me estás diciendo que se dieron de cuenta que ni gatillo, ni vocecita, ni grabadora, ni interferencia acaba con la 325. Coño, no joda, no me digas eso.
Oh?
It's just so ridiculous that I have to fucking go in my room to fucking talk on the repeater, man.
Dad, it's ridiculous how you have a hum there in your transmission.
No, there's no hum.
No, there's a buzz in it, though. A buzz, hum, whatever the hell you want to call it.
It's a power supply buzz.
He did say that the connection broke his power supply.
Now, a LAN ripped off of the fucking goddamn power supply. Because it's one of those power supplies, of course, that uses, supposed to be for a fucking server. Anyway, the LAN ripped off the jumpers that you need to make for the fucking server power supply.
As you can see, I don't sleep much. I could sleep 2-3 hours a night, and that's all I need.
That's what she said.
KJ4WW.
Evening time, WW. KJ4 is WP.
Guys, I just wanted to jump in and say goodnight. I got to get up early and go down to my wreck of a house and let the Vector is looking for it. So you guys have a peaceful night. Try not to have anybody killed. Talk to you in the morning, okay? KJ4WW.
Hey, Kent. Bye, Kent.
Have a good one, Kent. And it's always Murder, She Wrote out here.
See you later, guys. Take it easy. Good night, Robert.
Good night. Oh, hey, Bronco, I haven't heard him all afternoon.
Oh, where the hell have you been, bro?
So the two suspects that you were talking about earlier is either Mauricio or Fruto is the ones that keying up on this repeater. So keying on me specifically because they're targeting me.
I called him Frito, so I'm not on his best self, if you know what I'm saying.
Can't we call him Frito-Lay?
I wanted to go there, but I really don't know the guy, you know what I'm saying? I'm the last one here.
Frito-Lay.
I miss 55 being out here.
What happened to 55?
Why? He would just keep ranting on and ranting on, and then ranting on some more, and then more ranting on. And then I'd be trying to look for the jammer, and he'd still be ranting on and ranting on.
Brother, you don't understand. He's my brother. You feel me?
Yeah, but he'd still be ranting on and ranting on. I haven't heard him in a few days. Where's he been, actually?
I really don't know. I mean, that fucker is... one day he's here and the next day he's gone. I guess he might have a lot of work going over there. You know, sometimes he's not so busy and sometimes he's swamped. And I know because I've been over there where he lives, and I see him under a truck, taking his brakes off or repair. He's always doing something.
Yeah, he's a busy person, man. You have to admit, man, he keeps himself busy over there.
As a 60-year-old fart, that dog...
Really? You keyed that whole time, you fucking idiot? Really?
Yep, he keyed that whole time.
That's it. I'm gonna turn this motherfucker's brown upside down, man.
Oh, yeah, he on the Goofy Mike Drunk Net radio show.
Man, you couldn't key out a Bofang in a Maxwell House can.
Yeah, Mikey.
What's that, Robert? You couldn't even key out a homeless man with shitty underwear.
The only one that could get a shitty homeless man with a shitty underwear is Goofy Mike.
So, when are we gonna finally give all the bums Bofangs?
I have mine here.
Then we can be listening to the bums fight over beer money.
I got two of them over here.
I'm looking for a Galaxy 99.
And I listen on the other. A monitor.
Yeah, we got too many Bofang butt pilots out here, man.
Hey, dude, I'm proud to be out talking. Get tired of it, I just throw it in the garbage and keep on going.
here trying to look at pictures. Let me tell you something. What a bitch. Hey, don't think I have another amplifier laying around, because I do.
Richard is supposed to come over to my house and pick up all his damn amplifiers in the closet, because the demo permit was issued, and I'm going to let him tear the house down with those amplifiers in the closet.
Hell no.
Got a bunch of new Texas Star stuff in there, like some older stuff, you know, but still in the box. And I've been holding it forever for him. He needs his crap out of there, especially if he's listening.
Well, why don't I go pick it up and give you some money for it before it gets destroyed?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Kent. I can help you with that.
We could all help you with that.
No, I'm the closest one.
Hey, bro, why is it that you have to...
What'd you say, Bullet? Somebody keyed on you.
I'll call. Yeah, I won't let that happen, but if he's listening now, he needs to, he can meet me over there. You can call me in the morning at 9. You know, if you're listening, Richie, call me in the morning at 9.
Well, if you don't come through, you let me know. I'm not too far from you.
All right. I'm not going to let stuff get destroyed. But, gee, you know, I've been holding on to this stuff for like 10 years.
Even though I'm further, I'll still make the drive.
You little rabbit. How's your little car doing, Mikey?
I know I'm worth something here. I just don't know what, but I'm worth something.
Oh, I can get about 30 cents on the pound for you. 30 cents on the pound, 4 bills, shit. Yeah, $120.
Night, Jeremiah. I'll see you guys later. Every time I put the microphone down, somebody says something. I'll see ya. KJ4WW.
Have a good one, Kent. I'm looking for a specific tool and I can't find it. Have a good night.
I've been looking for that tool over here. Haven't been...
Well, I know where mine's at. I just gotta lift my flap, you know? KJ4THM.
You gotta find it inside your...
Yeah, I made a fucking shed, bro. Seriously, man. Fucking unreal. When you get married, and over time, you built a shed, bro, and it just does not help anything.
Listen.
Oh, they started with the hangers.
10-4?
All I heard was 10-4 because somebody keyed on you, bro. Typical.
Okay, no problem.
All I heard was okay, no problem.
That's not an issue, it's okay. Enjoy.
It's not an issue. It's okay. Enjoy.
Let me ask you a question, man. When you key up that microphone, do you have to, like, hit 2 cans together?
Who? Me?
No, Gutter. Every time Cutter keys up, it's like he's clanking two cans together.
Not me, it's the microphone.
No, he's denting the can. That's what he's doing.
The appliance operator.
Yeah, it's that microphone. You know, Robert, I noticed that the I think that's the Maycom. I forget now. I know it's either the Ericsson or the Maycom. One of those two do that clunking sound, because even the one in my mobile does the same shit. But I have another one as a spare, and it doesn't do it.
No, the Maycom does the clunking, the Ericsson no.
That's what I meant to say. Yeah, the one that I'm using is a Maycom. The one that you're using is a Maycom, and it does that, but the Ericsson doesn't.
No, man, get it right. You're denting the can and you're poking little holes in the can.
He's grabbing two Pepsi cans and clinking them together.
He's smoking out one end of the can.
One of them se la está fumando.
We heard was one of them. Yeah, Bullet, you have your first fan, bro. Join the club.
His name is...
His name is what? Be quick, be quick. Ah, shit, man. They're getting you, bro.
I know, man.
Whoever it is, they don't like you, bro.
Hey, listen. That's why I refuse to use it.
Oh my God, this amplifier from Motorola is a bitch. I don't even know how to get the transistors out, bro. They got this like metal ring that goes around the whole fucking transistor. And it's tied to 6, 7 different fucking places.
Just use a TPL. I'm sure you have a TPL somewhere.
No, I'm gonna make this amplifier bigger and stronger. You know what it is? It's heat gun time. You take the heat gun in, you put the heat gun out, you put the heat gun in, and the part falls out. You do the hokey pokey and you put new shit in. That's what it's all about. And I guarantee you in the history of fucking ham that nobody has ever heard of that shit. Applied to the ham radio. Fucking lightning's mean, man. Lightning will get your shit, energize the ground of all your equipment, and destroy it. Unbelievable. Oh, I'm sick of these fucking goddamn magnolia maggots.
Well, you're hearing them?
It's just annoying the piss out of me. What's interesting, though, is the ceramic circuit boards are isolated from anything, so it's kind of like it might be easy to just use a heat gun. I don't know. But this is going to be a really interesting project here.
The Galaxy 99.
I'm a little too fucked up to, get into it, but I'm just looking at it, seeing what it's going to take, because I got 4 brand new 60-watt transistors, so it just amazes me, though, how 4 transistors can completely fucking disintegrate and show no signs of it, but yet the driver is still good. It doesn't make any fucking sense, man.
The Mitsubishi.
Yeah, maybe I should just load them up with Mitsubishi transistors. What do you think, Robert? What do you think happened when I got hit by lightning? Did God just come down and go, fuck you, bitch? That's what your mother sounded like when I plugged her asshole. I plugged her asshole, she sounded like an error code. I guess Bullet left because he got tired of getting keyed on because of some fucking faggot.
Did you get the Mitsubishi computer with the dog?
Yeah. It's a cute little computer, man. It's tiny.
Yeah, but you haven't done anything. You haven't put the DOS in it.
What is DOS? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. No more.
Where'd everybody go? W4THM.
You notice how everybody just left? Because of one keyer. And yet, the one keyer could not destroy me. So I came out. And I proved myself that the keyer could not dominate. As the keyer is trying right now to key me. Right now. Say what? In simplified terms, the keyer has made everybody else leave, and yet I still came out here and changed up the subject by sitting in my room now instead of giving up. The better example to say is 325 pussies do not survive. And then there is extra drugs. You want to hear what a wind tunnel sounds like? Barbecue.
¿Qué es lo que está pasando en el Wikiato?
So the heat gun works really good for taking these modules out, but well, you end up taking pretty much all the coils off and everything else. But the end result is the transistor. This is how good Motorola made this fucking amplifier. They soldered the transistor right to a fucking thick piece of copper. And it's unbelievable. So in order to get that out, you have to heat the transistor out. Wow, what a pain in the ass.
Greeting and salutation, my friend. I hope you are doing well.
What's up, Frank? Just tearing transistors out of the MSF 5000 amplifier. Just realizing how much of a bitch it really is. Holy crap.
Is that the one that took the hit?
Yep. 4 transistors, man. They solder the transistor to a square block of fucking copper. Then the ceramic boards are floating above it. So you have to use a heat gun, but of course, when you use the heat gun, all the parts kind of fucking come off. But the end result, the heat gun's better. But the fact is, the transistor's still soldered to the copper plate. Small plate, actually. It's pretty small. Hell, the amplifier is built like a brick shit house, but, you know, repairing is a whole nother story.
Yeah, those old MSF amps were workhorses, man. Yeah, hot air should do it. What I do, whenever I'm working on stuff like that, where I gotta really just blast something, I'll put like aluminum foil and Capron tape on all the parts around it, like on all the parts of the board around it, to kind of dissipate some of the heat from where I don't want it to go. And it's only the part I want to get hot gets hot.
Well, I'm gonna replace the caps because they got fucking dark. They went from a nice yellow to a nice black, but that's just typical with heat.
If you're going to replace the caps anyway, then it doesn't matter. Good times, good times. So I've been, I got a 3D printer last week, and I've just been looking for shit to 3D print to mess around with it. I've been printing out like screw-on dust caps for end connectors. I'm like, oh, this is great.
Bro, I really need help printing out that case for the LJ. I'm still looking for pieces, though. I'm trying to get it all back together so I can make a exact copy, you know?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I remember you mentioning that. Yeah, I mean, I'm just downloading stuff that other people made. Unfortunately, the whole, like, 3D CAD cam thing is really not, I'm really not there yet. I would like to eventually get there, but, I have a really hard time thinking in 3D. I don't know. It's just, does not come naturally to me. So, I don't know how good I can get at it, but, you know, I want to see if I can start, you know, making, like, front panels and things like that. So we'll see.
Hell yeah, man, for sure.
What I'd really like to get to is, eventually, you know, if I'm not financially destitute, I'd like to get a small laser cutter that can at least cut, like, thin aluminum. You know, again, for making front panels on, like, extruded aluminum enclosures and things like that. You know, that would make all the projects look really professional, you know?
Here, I had to take a piss break.
Good times. Oh, I am tired, man. It's been a long day.
What did you say, you were tired?
Yeah, it's been a long day, man. I had a, I don't know. I had a server decide they don't want to live anymore this morning, so I had to deal with that. And then it wasn't cooperating, but I got it up and running. And then yeah, just regular work. It's been a long day.
Shit, man, it sounded like a long day. Shit. Yeah, so, you know what's weird? Is the fact that I got hit by lightning, right? And nothing was, you know, plugged in or anything. So I guess when lightning hit, it had enough high voltage to go through the ground. In other words, the whole chassis, everything, and destroy parts, man. That's so fucked up, man.
Yeah, you probably just had a strike nearby, and the static discharge was enough to pop the transistors. Which doesn't really surprise me. Those old transistors are pretty sensitive. I like those new big power transistors they're making now, the XR ones. I don't know if you've seen the videos of them, but there's people like shorting out the RF output with a screwdriver and like pulling an arc from the output, you know, of the PA. And it just doesn't give a shit, man. Just keeps putting out power, no problem.
Oh yeah. They still fail. Not as much as the older ones, but they still fail because a lot of people don't heat sink them correctly to into the copper plates and shit, and they end up burning up. I mean, they will fucking they're like a fucking, a nuclear reactor, man. They start melting down, bro. It's funny, man. You see those, a lot of people don't do them right, but yeah, other than, there's two major things about those. If you don't fuck with the bias, put too much bias in, and you heat sink it wrong, those are the two factors that will kill it. But other than that, no, you can't kill it.
Oh yeah, no, they'll definitely die a thermal death. But assuming you design the PA properly, or at least close enough, they're definitely rugged. I mean, you can kill anything if you try, but you'd have to really go out of your way to fuck it up.
Yeah, I got one here. It's a kilowatt amplifier. And it's good to UHF, so I was thinking of doing some modifications just to try it out. For ATV purposes, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, before I go to you. You gotta have a lot of power for ATV, man.
Exactly. Yeah, but this Motorola amp, I was surprised. It killed all 4 transistors except for the driver. There's 2 drivers. There's a smaller driver, a bigger driver, and then there's 3 transistors. The bigger driver and the 3 finals were all done. It really sads me, man, because I got that radio working, it works great, but my Spectra Astro got fucking hit too, man. And you hit the button on and just 2 lights come on, and that's it, it doesn't boot up. So I probably destroyed the fucking... Just let that happen.
On the bright side, you can get an Astro Spectra for like nothing now. They're practically giving those things away.
Buying another one, yeah, fuck it, I don't care. I like those radios, bro. They're pretty fucking nice radios, man. Even still today, they still look pretty badass, you know. But I still got my 2500 XTL 2500, so I'm gonna get that programmed and stuff. But I learned my lesson, you know. I'm putting in the search, you know, the lightning protector. I ain't
gonna do shit.
I think I'm gonna run a reverse ground too, so I have a separate ground going to the radio.
Gonna run a reverse bias dick in your ass.
Drain without being collected to just the equipment, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Good audio on those radios.
MP1000! Yo, this fucking radio sounds incredible, man. I went through the whole alignment procedure. Holy shit, this shit sounds good.
Yeah, man. Oh, Jesus, man. Old radios, man. I have, I had a stack of them before the recycle guy stole them from me, but I had a whole bunch of those. Not UHF, though.
Man, this thing sounds, bro, the speaker's so loud on this shit, and they were like, the bandwidth was limited from and I opened this bitch up, I ran it all through factory spec, whole bunch of little pots inside to turn and shit, and then the soft pot tuning, but, man, let me tell you, this thing sounds great. It's a real radio, man.
Used those radios a long time ago. On the 800 system, no less.
Hey, Frank.
MTX 800s, man. Same radio.
What's up, dude?
Bro, you should see how the tuning procedure for this crazy, man. The tuning procedure, you put a 1 kilohertz tone into the test box, and then you put in a 30 kilohertz tone, and then you put a multimeter on the meter section and put it in AC until you get 45 microvolts. Then you're calibrated. The injection rate is calibrated. Then you PTT toggle the radio and adjust your deviation to 4.5. This shit's crazy, bro. The alignment procedure for this is insane. But they were all very, like, turned the hell down. I opened them all the way up and adjusted everything. And, yeah, man, this thing sounds amazing, bro. Like, when you guys talk, like, it's, man, the quality that's coming out of this radio is so good. I don't know how it's sounding on your end, but, I mean, over here, like, the audio quality is crazy.
Oh, yeah, sounds great here.
Yeah. Man, you can't beat these old radios, man. The audio is insane. I love them.
I just know I have a lot of work ahead for me for fixing that MSF 5000 amplifier. Holy shit, dude.
MSF 5000, MSF 5000.
Should take one of those MT1000s and put it in a box driving that MSF to you. There you go. Different ceramic boards with a transistor soldered to a fucking little copper plate, bro. It's like, Jesus Christ, man.
You know what we gotta find is one of those old suitcase programmers, man. Soon enough so we can have it in the group. We can find one of them. So once you get, I know Robert's gonna get those old sensitized radios and shit, but yeah, we gotta get one of those suitcase programmers.
Sucks, man. Back in like 2003, I had one, and I ended up just taking it apart and just using parts, not knowing what the fuck it was. Well, I did, but I didn't. You know, it's not like I had a use for it at that time. It was like, man, I could just kick myself in the ass, you know?
Yeah, Roger.
What's funny is, there's an episode in Miami Vice where there's this guy who was like the bug guy who makes bugs and shit. They used an MSF 5000 programmer as like one of his bug detector type shits, man. It was funny as hell. Look at that shit. I'm like, wait a minute, that's an MSF 5000 suitcase programmer, and they're using that shit as a bug detector.
Goddamn. Yeah, man, these radios, bro. These radios.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with them. Do is I'm just gonna pull all the fucking ceramic boards out, and if parts fall off, I have to resolder them. Since they're out of this, thing, the ceramic's kind of easy to solder to, so replace the caps, all that bullshit.
Yeah, those MSFs are pretty cool. You got one of those, Frank, still laying, remember that one we saw that was still laying around? See if we could grab that one at one point. That old dog. Yeah, I see them all over eBay now. They're like super cheap. 5,000, the MTR 2000, MT 2000, or I forgot what it is, the MTR or whatever.
Yeah, the MTRs are still expensive because you can actually drop a module in there to make them do DMR and P25, stuff like that.
But we saw one not too long ago, right, Frank? The one that was in that cabinet that's abandoned. Oh, what was that? An MSF 2000, I think.
It's the whole inside. So the only thing you have left is just the amplifier. You know what I'm saying? Power supply. But you do have to change the whole insides out. So basically, you're changing the whole repeater, man, to another one, and that still costs you good enough money.
I don't know. I've never messed with it. Yeah, no, the one there that we saw was a I don't know what it is. It looks like an MSF, but it's the old style, like not the digital station. And it's only got a 40-watt PA, a little tiny PA.
Yeah, I think it's the old CLB. Yeah, I'm looking right now. MSF 5000, repeater station controller and everything. That's super cheap. Get a whole thing for like $140. Look at that.
Got a newer MSF 5000 sitting here, man. And I recapped it, so it's ready to go and be programmed. You know, that's where this amplifier came from, but, you know, shit. Nice repeater, man. You don't need the suitcase to program it, you know. Think in New York, man. Just think of all the radio stuff, Motorola shit that was floating around in New York. How many people that were into radios got shit like that, you know? Living in their fucking buildings, you know, shitbox buildings with fucking radio gear slammed to the hilt, you know?
K4IJQ. I'm just looking forward to the next garage sale at Mikey's house.
Oh, yeah.
So I got 5 brand new 60-watt transistors that are going back in that fucking amplifier.
Yeah, Roger's on that. Well, oh man, the MSF 5000. Yep. Alright guys, I gotta get on out of here. I gotta be up in the morning early. Gotta deal with knuckleheads as usual. KI4, UIV, Franco, I'll see you in the morning, man. Getting very late. Alright, KI4, UIV, later.
Alright, dude. Have a good night, K4IJQ.
Hey, good night, Sergio, KJ4QYD.
You guys in 73. KI4, UIV, clear.
I need to find myself some really good UHF receivers.
What do you mean, like low noise type one? What do you need it for?
Actually, I need VHF and UHF. I need they're for receive sites for my voted repeater system.
Yeah, you need something with good rejection, good front end. Anything can be a good receiver. It just depends on what you got on the front end of it, you know? What kind of filtering do you have? So, I mean, don't expect it, a Radio Shack scanner to work, as good as a, commercial one, but the fact is that, everything is subjected to, interference. But with good filtering, that makes a whole different story, so. But I know what you're saying. I might actually have some good receivers laying around. I've been, like I said, I've been working on, this other tracking device thing that I'm doing, so. And I look out for specific receivers that have good front-end, filtering, adjustable or what have you, but at least it has it there, because I've seen radios that don't even have that shit.
Yeah, because even like a modern commercial radio, it's not going to have a tunable front end. It's going to have, bandpass filters, those little, one or two of those little free-pull filters or something on the front end, which is better than, any of the Chinese stuff or most of the ham stuff, but, yeah, I don't know. The other thing I was thinking is I have the Chinese are making tunable bandpass filters. You know, it looks like one of those little mobile duplexers, but it's just an in and an out, and then it's 3-pole tunable filter, but it's bandpass instead of notch.
Yeah, I've been working on that myself. I'm vent one. Now, there is a company, when I was working for the other company, they bought these little modules that were like $1,000 a piece, 800 to 1,000 a piece, but they tuned all the low band from certain range to a certain range. But they were all like logic tuning, you know, like you use logic to tune those filters, and they were like high Q, like really precision bandpass, or, you know, filters for receive and all that. So they were really cool modules, man. Something to really look forward to when you come to see that. But the end result is that, man, I'm sure they just used a series of diodes and, you know, filters. If they made it small, you know, more compact in a sealed little case, you know, type thing, which just made it more convenient.
Yeah, unfortunately that's definitely out of the price range, but, you know, ideally, I would need, like 4 VHF receivers and 4 UHF receivers. I have some old GE MDXs that I was thinking about using. You know, those were pretty good receivers. You know, very selective. So I was thinking about using those, but I haven't decided yet.
Filtering, even more simplified and more low loss and more effective. I'm really thinking of something really cool, and I'd like to design it, man, really be honest with you, because nobody's really designed anything that I've seen that's worth a shit. You know, they all still go with the pin diode fucking switching type shit, you know? Well, not pin diode, but just typical diode switching for different filtering through different bands, of course. I'm thinking of, you know, just something even more simple than that. That's not even complicated, but yet tunes perfectly instantly, you know, kind of shit.
Yeah, I mean, whatever it is, you know, like, it's got to be, I would need, like, at least 8 of them, and, you know, I don't know. I was thinking about using, I have some GE MDXs. They're pretty good mobile, fairly selective. I was thinking about using that as the receivers, but, yeah, it's still a good radio, because it's an older radio.
All about the filtering, man. First steps is the filtering for the oscillator injection for the mixer. Gotta make that fucking 100% clean. Second step is to filter the input of the mixer. You know, you're gonna have a couple preamps or so in that line, so you have to use filters. But the end result is, if you do it correctly, man, you'll end up getting a pure freaking, you know, you're on that frequency, that's what you hear. You ain't hearing no other bullshit.
Well, I had one of those radios as a receiver back in the days of the 345 and the 180, and I gotta tell you, I was really impressed. It worked well. You know, it worked just as well, if not better, than the actual, you know, commercial repeater I have up there.
Yeah. The MSF 5000 has a big front-end filter, man. I mean, it's just shit. It's like crazy stuff, man. But that's what it takes to make, you know, a good front end, is filtering, preamp filtering. Preamp to make up for loss of filtering, but more filtering. The end result is you get a clean fucking wave, coming through, man. And that's what you want, really. Well, the only thing that I can think of that would be economically viable and repeatable would be to, take a good radio and put a tunable front end in front of it. Just tune it up for the frequency I want. I can get those three pole pass filters from China for like about $100 each. Not too bad. KI4JQ. This is KJ4QID. That's what I did with this receiver that I had. It has good filtering on it. It had the same IF chip that I need for the direction finder. And I'm almost halfway done with it, but I stopped it. But I got it to tune with my PLL controller. But the problem is it stops at like 458 or something like that, and it doesn't go in the ham band. I'm like, fucking VCO stops, man. So I have to mod the VCO. But the end fact is that I got it to tune all over the place, and it's got a good front end, everything, and I can use that and hook it up directly as the I kind of cut out there, but now I'm on the Astro Saber. Yeah.
My Astro Saber or your Astro Saber SI?
Well, it could be my ass or your ass. It just depends on how the night goes. My UHF one.
Copy that. KO4DVM for station ID. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, the SI wasn't an Astro. It was just a Saber SI.
I don't know. I left you a message. I don't know if you got it or not.
Oh, I got it.
You or Adele?
Hey, Mike, did you get a table for the Melbourne ham fest?
I know I haven't been that much of a slut lately. I'm thinking about going there, yeah, for sure.
Do you usually, what is it for, the whole weekend? Do you know what weekend it is, sir?
Yeah, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And depending on your application of, when you got to go back to work or whatever, I usually spend all 3 days because Sunday, everybody just starts throwing shit away.
I'm unemployed, so that's not a big deal for me, so I don't have to go to work. And if I even did have to go to work, I have my company, and I go to work whenever I need to.
Melbourne is only Friday, Saturday.
What's the date? What date is it?
I want to say October 9th and 10th.
Okay, because I'm trying to get a girlfriend of mine who's a travel agent to get us rooms. It's at the Melbourne Auditorium, is that what it's called?
Is this the college or something? The school college shit?
No, it's in an auditorium. I don't remember the name.
Damn, I'm going off, man. Holy shit.
It'll be my first one, so I just want to go check it out. Maybe buy something, I don't know. I'm hoping after my fucking money comes through, man. This is ridiculous. I called the state today,
And the state lady said she went through each and every one of my things, and she's like, I don't understand why you're not getting paid, because everything is fine. You know, I see everything. I've gone into each and every one. The last one was July 6th, the adjudication. You know, and I asked her, what's an adjudication? So she said, you know, that's just like a lawyer or whatever. One of the adjudicators looks at the file, looks what you're saying, looks at your employer was saying, and he said that you were eligible. So you're good. You're eligible. You've been eligible. So they owe me like freaking $5,000.
Damn, dude, man. Get your money, man. Get that shit fast, bro. I didn't even get my stimulus bullshit, the first stimulus. And now there's another one coming, but I didn't even get my fucking first one, so I keep going in there on the site saying, hey, you know, I need my stimulus check, you know, and they like, you tried 3 times, tried 24 hours later, so I gotta do it again. You have to do it like 3 times before it's like, okay, we'll send it to you.
Yeah, they didn't send it to me, and I did another one that they sent me for the the United Way, and I did that for the United Way. I filled it out right when I was supposed to, and I put all the information in. I gave them all the backup, so I have to follow up tomorrow when I wake up. I'll follow up and see where I'm at. But, I mean, I know they received a lot, so they have to go through, so I'm hoping I get that. Because I did one for the small business, and it was supposed to be like $1,000 or $2,000 bucks. But I haven't received anything off of that because they ran out of money.
Fucking shit's ridiculous, man. It really is, man. It's like, fucking Jesus. You have to fight for your stimulus check or whatever you're doing, but, you know, for me, I didn't get it. My wife didn't get it. Nobody's gotten it. She tried. I tried. And now there's another one coming. It's like, motherfucker.
Yeah, I didn't get mine either. My roommate got his. I didn't get mine. I went in there and reapplied again, kind of thing, for the non-taxpayer, even though later on I did pay my taxes. But, and then they give it to these companies, like, why would you even give the fucking Catholic Church? Once I saw the application that said Catholic Church, I would have fucking just shredded it. Why would you even give the Catholic Church $1.4 billion? Are you fucking crazy? They don't need any money. They're fucking billionaires.
Exactly. It's because, you know why? Politics. Oh, we look good because we sent the churches fucking money, even though they're stealing money from everybody.
And then it pisses me off. If I would have found that guy, I would have beat his ass. The fucking guy who applied and got his money and bought a Lamborghini for $135,619, some shit like that. Like, that's ridiculous, bro. I mean, I'm waiting for my money so I can start my company, so I can invest for radio, just in case I have to hire more officers, you know, stuff like that. I just wrote to Truly Nolan right now today to see if I can have a meeting and maybe get some contracts out of that. Truly Nolan, Terminex.
Bro, the shit's getting fucking just stupid, man. You know, it really is. It's like we're not going to focus on you because you have a ideal to make the world better. You have this way of making it better. We know that you can do it, but we're going to invest in fucking fake churches, fake people. We're going to invest in everything the opposite of what this world stands for and what, you know, what's going to make it better. We're going to reverse that because we need to make ourselves look better. We need write-offs. We need all this shit. These fucking people, bro, man. Dude, I'm fucking pissed myself, man.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro. I mean, I don't get it. And then when somebody goes and, like me, that wants to ram my Jeep through the DEO front place, whatever, then they're gonna say I'm crazy. No, I'm not crazy. I'm pissed. I'm pissed because they're not giving me any money and I can't survive.
Oh yeah. Once you ram your car into a building like that, they'll put a AK-47 in your hand and say you're a crazed psychopath, and all of a sudden now you have this history, and you're a mental case for a long time, and all this shit, and yeah.
KO4DBF on the side, just in case anybody else wants to chime in.
KJ4QNE, just in case anybody wants to chime in. So yeah, I did leave you a message there, bro. I had the radio. I gotta find the VHF antenna, man. I don't know where the fuck I put the antenna, bro. Took the antenna off, and it's an original Motorola VHF antenna, and where the fuck did it go?
That's no big deal. I'm waiting for money so I can get your radio. And you don't have to worry about it. I can get the battery. I go to Cut Rate Batteries, or actually ProStar Batteries is the one that I usually buy from. But sometimes they say that they don't have those batteries anymore because they don't, nobody buys them or whatever. So Cut Rate Battery I know has them, and I usually get the nickel metal hydride. That's the highest I'll go because they're whatchamacallit. They have the big charger that lights up, has four squares that light up, and I believe it only goes to nickel metal hydride. You can't put polymer batteries or anything because at those dates they weren't made.
Yeah. Fucking Mauricio's got my goddamn battery charger to charge lithium ion, and I had a lithium ion on my fucking other Sabre that I had that I sold him that he didn't really fully pay me on, but yet he still has my programming cable, which I don't really own personally. It was borrowed to me, but and my charger and my battery. And I'm kind of pissed off, so that's why I keep going on with the Mauricio shit. But I told him I'll give him another battery, another charger, because I have three Sabre charger batteries. One charger is a newer one that charges the 5000s or 3000s or whatever radios, and but it also charges the Sabres. But I have the older original Sabre chargers. But I have a couple of batteries that are still decent in that aspect, but I don't know if they're actually, this one's the only one I'm using that seems pretty decent, but I'm trying to make a couple packs, but they do have them out there. See, Motorola did make Sabre batteries that were lithium ion, but you don't see them on, matter of fact, unless you know the number, you will not find it. Incredible, man.
Yeah, it's probably like an NTN or NNA, some shit. Doesn't matter. Hey, do you have the cables to program an HT1000?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I have a couple of VHF HT1000s laying around. I don't know if I have a UHF one. I even have that little tiny one, the Visar. I have a UHF Visar laying around. You believe that shit?
Yeah, they only made a couple of those. As a matter of fact, my boss in when I worked narcotics with customs in the airport, he used to have that Visar. They had the Visor, and then they made the EX500, I think it was.
Yeah, I got a few of the EX500s UHF. I think I got about 3 of those laying around. I don't have the programming cable for them, though. That's the only thing. Otherwise, I'd be using it.
Wouldn't it be the same programming cable, let's say, of like HT1000? I mean, because it looks almost like an HT1000. It's just shorter.
Nah, it's physically smaller in the footprint.
Okay. Yeah, I'm looking at the HT1000s too, just to have one. You know, every radio I work with, I want to have one. You know, just to have it. Unfortunately, unless I find people who make crystals, I will never get an MT500. Even though they're a little bit hard to find. I mean, I'm sure in the Ham Fest, you might be able to find them. But the ones that I've seen here on eBay are disgusting.
Well, you know why Ghostbusters bullshit. Half of them destroy the radio just to make it, put a voice box in it so it sounds like Ghostbusters. Fucking idiots. But, yeah, no, I have an MT500 sitting here. It's a good chassis. But for some reason, I took it apart, and I pulled all the modules out of it to clean them, or I don't know what the fuck, but I lost everything. I don't know what the fuck happened to it all. But it was a full, complete radio, man. Matter of fact, it was for the BSO here back in the 80s. It was original BSO radio here for the 80s.
Really? Because I remember BSO also using GEs.
Oh, yeah. BSO used both the Motorola MT500s and the MPVs or whatever, GEs. I even had a few of those that came in the pile with that same radio. They were all on the BSO frequencies, the 155, 640, 154, 640, whatever they were, in those times of the frequencies. But it was pretty funny, man. I remember those days, man.
I remember when I was an Explorer for Hialeah, that we had, everybody was still on VHF in the 80s. And I used to love holding the MX350. Man, I love that radio. And I really wish that I would have had the money to pay. Unfortunately, I called that company too late. And they're like, oh, yeah, we just sold it or whatever it is. I was so saddened because, one, it had all my some personal papers that I really needed. But the other thing is that I had my charger and everything for and it was a working MX360.
I have all the modules to an MX360, believe it or not. All the little plug-in modules for the MX360. But check this out. I have an STX radio sitting here that was from Fort Lauderdale back in the 80s. And it's still in mint condition with the battery. The battery charges and everything, man. Just think about the STX radios, bro. Oh, man. But, yeah, the 360s, the 350s, man. I love those radios, bro. There's just something about those radios that you just can't, deny it. It's like, especially when everything is modular, bro. It's just fucking cool as hell.
Yeah. The STX used to be all 800, so I wouldn't use 800. The only person that I want to listen to is VHF, is Customs and Border Protection. Since I used to do it, they talk normal, and they just talk bullshit or whatever it is. And that's who really I care about. I really don't care about listening to fucking police or none of that bullshit, because I can care less. On my UHF, on my other ones, I have the Fire, which I love because I go into their tax and I hear everything they're saying. So I can sit there by a fire and I can hear everything that they're doing. I just found an 350, MX300-S, synthesized. If I would find somebody who can synthesize it for me, I would get it.
Well, that's what Sergio's working on. I've been looking at that too. It's funny. But the recycle place I used to go to there, I would get a lot of stuff from the Fish and Game, Wildlife, whatever. And I got a lot of their radios, so I have a Bendix King. Came from Fish and Game, VHF, bro. It's like base programmable. That Bendix King radio, bro, that's military shit, man.
Yeah, that's like full metal, because I can't remember where. Oh, I was working with a friend of mine who opened up a answering service kind of thing, a messenger service, you know, for the maritime people, you know, the maritime boats and shit like that. And we bought some Bendix Kings, and they were beautiful, like kind of like the same as the MX, because they were like metal. It was amazing. Who makes Bendix King? Is just Bendix King is their own company?
I believe so, yeah. Yeah, it's a nicely made radio, man. I have one here. I used to have two of them, but, you know, because of the falling out with the recycle guy, I lost tons of radios, bro. I don't even want to know how many radios I lost, bro. I had a lot of 1000s. I have a whole bunch of P500s. Man, this guy fucked me over big time, man.
Now, how did he fuck you over? Like, what is he gonna do with those radios?
Stored my shit for a while, but I used to help him out a lot. But because of some times and problems that I had recently, he made it seem like it was like a personal thing or whatever, and he started to give me a hard time about shit. Next thing you know, he's threatening me to, you know, oh, you gotta do it this right now, or I'm gonna take all your shit and just, you know, throw it out, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, dude, you know what? Go ahead and steal my shit and forget you ever know me. And we've known each other for quite a few years. And I've helped him out for many years. And you know what he said? Okay. Like, all right, block his number, you're fucking done. I don't care. I don't care if you're a fucking recycle guy. I don't care. You know, if he thinks he's more superior than me because, you know, he's got the edge, well, maybe so, but you know what? I don't deal with bullshit. But anyways, the best. Yeah, man, that fucking radio, bro. That radio's built really nice.
Who's the guy? Is he still around? Can I make contact with him? Maybe I can make a deal.
Yeah, bro. I had 3 pallets full of awesome electronic stuff, bro. I'm talking radios, 3 5-kilowatt dummy loads, good to about, I don't know, 200 megahertz or so. Some test equipment that don't work, but the stuff that's inside the test equipment's worth a lot of money. Man, I don't even know where to begin, bro. I don't even want to think about it anymore, to be honest with you, because I was going to have to get a warehouse just to put these 3 pallets in. And, you know, those pallets have been sitting there for years. Well, not years. It's only been a year or so. And it's not affecting him any at all. But yet he's, because I didn't go and help him that one day for something, he has a garbage compactor. Well, it's actually a paper compactor or something, you know.
You're breaking up there, lots of static.
He wanted me to buy. Like, okay, well, I'll go there. Hold on.
I think.
And it all of a sudden becomes money and shit. I don't know how much you got or whatever. I've probably been keying up and nothing's coming through for some strange reason.
Well, you were talking and then you were kind of like fading away, like static was coming and static was coming and static was coming, and then you went away.
That's some weird shit. Damn it, man. I have to keep moving the antenna around and shit with this radio. Well, the end result is I got screwed over by this guy. I've helped him out many times over the years. He's helped me out by holding the stuff that I have in pallets, in a place where it's not interfering with his company. But the end result is that he threatened me through my stuff, and I got pretty pissed off about it.
Well, I'll go talk to him if you want. Maybe he still has them. Maybe we can set up a deal.
Hell yeah, bro. I'm talking, I got boxes of 500, the 500, P500, which are the same as the HC6, but all black, because of the 500. I have a whole bunch of HT1000s. I got MT1000s. I got, damn it, man, I got a whole bunch of mobiles still. The, oh, shit, man, a lot of the Spectra mobiles, I think I have about, 15 or 20 Spectra mobiles still. If it's still there, I don't even know. It's only been a few days since we had this fallout, but maybe we should go there and see. Bro, he's got a whole bunch of shit, bro, from me, man. 3 pallets at least of good shit.
Well, we can go talk to them, or I can go talk to him and kind of work out a deal and be nice to him. Is he white or is he Cuban, Latin, what?
Oh, he's a Spanish dude. He kind of looks like fucking a little bit heavier set, just a little bit heavier set. From Chips, what's his name? Poncherelli. He looks like Poncherelli, just a little bit heavy set. It's pretty funny, because when you look at him, you're like, damn, that's Poncherelli right there.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't mind going to talk to him and see if we can get all that shit back. Work out a deal, whether, he wants to just give it away or whether he needs any little kind of money.
See, what it is when he was threatening me because I didn't go and fix his little, box compactor, because it would break the circuit breaker, and I told him that the circuit breaker just needs to be changed, pretty much, because it's probably been popped too many times and just got weak over the time. But anyways, he's like, I can't take the chance on that you won't come by the next day. And then he started threatening me with this, and it's like, well, this time and this time, I want your bug. I want your bug. I have a VW bug that is, manual turbo. And he's like wanting my bug and shit. It's like, the dude's becoming like a fucking idiot. I've known her for years, man. We got along. Man. but now he started pulling this shit. I said, you know what? Steal my shit, take it, and just forget you know me.
Yeah, people meant a lot. They like those cars a lot. Well, I just found me an MX350, so I asked the guy, it's VHF, and I asked the guy, it's 136 to 150. He had ways of programming it.
Oh, yeah, man, you can get some good power out of those. Change the rods in that car. You can get 450 horsepower. Just changing the rods on the engine.
Yeah, because my friend Corky used to have one, and he used to love that car. Even though it used to leak oil all the fucking time.
Funny, mine never leaked oil, man. Mine here's a manual turbo. Kind of rare, actually. But it doesn't leak oil or anything, bro. I mean, the only problem with a lot of those bugs is the tubes, all the vacuum lines and hoses would dry rot. That was the only problem, which caused a lot of problems.
KO4DVF, anybody else trying to chime in? I hear somebody chiming in. Come on now. Come on, chime in.
Hello. Audio. 1111. Mauricio. Michael Wallace, check.
Well, hello, Mauricio. This is KO4DVF, Adele.
N4 OFX, Boca Raton, getting on down in that world of sound.
That's what I'm talking about.
Hey, Adele. Alright, I heard the machine beep there. Hey, Adele, are you really the dude in the picture on the group chat? You're a Sheriff Canine unit or what, man?
I've done public safety, public and private. That's my private uniform, my own agency. It's called Anti-Crimes Task Force. And I implemented the search and rescue in there. I have a canine, I do. In my Jeep Wrangler, I built the Jeep Wrangler out to be like a canine vehicle. And I do different stuff than the regular fucking dumbass security that don't speak English and shit. I work with Truly Nolan and different companies when they tent houses and stuff like that.
Yeah, Roger. Very cool, man. No, I didn't know who I was talking with here. Yeah, very cool, man. I wasn't sure if that was you or not, but that was your actual picture. Very cool, man. I hear Mikey in there as well. Yeah, just hadn't been on in a while. I thought I'd fire it up tonight and blow the cobwebs out of this radio. Hopefully I don't burn it up, but we're getting on down.
Well, I'm glad you're on here. Somebody new. Glad you're on here. Me and Mikey were just talking about old radios. One of my favorite is the MX350, which I'm finding on eBay. So I'm waiting for the guy to see if he can program it for me. And if he can, I'll scoop that up because I love that radio. I lost one. So I use an EF Johnson 5100 ES. UHF for us and around here, and then I'm probably going to buy a VHF just to see how much better it is. I like VHF because that's what I grew up on. And for work, I think maybe if it's good, I'm going to work on it and work with it on our channel here and other channels. And maybe when I get another officer, I'll have him get his ticket so we can talk.
Yeah, I thought you deserted us, LSX. I hear you on the sub 50 once in a while.
Yeah, Rajo, Mike, hey, brother, no worries at all, man. No, I'm still around, bro. I work I went back to work, man. I was unemployed for 14 weeks, bro, collecting that government check. Now I'm back to work. No, bro, I'm still around. Yeah. As far as the radios, I want to Google them up here and see what you're looking at, but no. Still around, Mikey. Still around. I just, hey, Mike, you know from the beginning, I talk everywhere. I'm all over the place, dude. I'm not just in one place. I'm all over the place, brother.
Sense. You gotta share the love, man.
Adele, there's nothing wrong with sharing the love, right, brother?
Right on. Yeah, I know you have to know about those MX 340s, 350s, and 360s. After a while, when Reagan was shot, that's what they were using, most police departments in the 80s. And then they came with the Dash S, the 300 Dash S. It's the same thing as 300 series Dash S, which is synthesized. And that's the way that I guess they started programming the radios. So there's not too many people who can still do it.
They probably use NAM chips, so you have to have a NAM programmer. That's pretty much probably what it is. Because back in the day, in the 80s, they used NAM programmers for cell phones. And I actually had one, man. I got it from Mike's Electronics. Mike's like, hey, man, you want this? The guy gave it to me, and he gave me a NAM programmer with a bunch of chips, and I'm like, holy shit, this is cool. But let me tell you, here's something really cool. They make a Slimline GE handheld. It's called a Slimline GE. And that radio is badass looking, bro. They're very rare.
Let me go online and find it on my phone.
Yeah, it's called a Slimline GE. Very rare radio. Let me tell you something, that shit was cool looking, man. It's amazing. I had one, back in the day, but yeah, the Slimline 220, the Slimline MC500, or I think is the Slimline MC500 or 220, I can't remember, but those are pretty cool too, man. Those just bring back a lot of memories for me. Yeah, they made MPV or MVP or whatever for the BSO, and those were all like modules inside the radio. It was like a metal chassis, kind of covers and shit, and everything was modular. But then they made the Slimline back in the day. Really nice radio.
So, Mike, I thought you got the guy that was throwing the hanger, man. It's still a hanger on this one, huh? Or is it in the input, or is it just overall?
No, I haven't heard him since I addressed his location. But yeah, he's been found. I found him finally. Found out who the person is, basically. Well, not directly in who he is, but I did find the two buildings that's responsible. One of the two buildings. So if he comes back again, he's just going to be in trouble.
Yeah, Rajo, I saw that on the group chat. I'm hearing some shit tonight, man. It's I don't know. Maybe it's the Mangonia. I don't know, but I'm hearing some shit tonight on the receive. I don't know. I caught that on the group chat, man. Very cool, man. Good job.
Thanks, man. Yeah, it took me a while. I'd spent my time, my gas money, and I said, fuck this, man. I'm going to find this bitch. And I did. Went there with a 3-element beam, pinpointed to maybe one of these buildings, but it ended up showing a building that was incorrect because, 3-element beam is not really that effective. So I went the 5-element beam with some attenuation, and it went zoom right into the fucking building, bro. So if I went with a 15-element or a 16 with some attenuation and a laser on the end of the beam, I can pretty much say I can pinpoint where the fuck floor he's at, what window.
Yeah, Joe, and we put some stuff up there to cross-reference, possible hams that are in the area. There were a couple that were in that building, man. There's a couple that are in that building.
Well, I don't know. Actually, I didn't look further into it, but the 2 buildings that I posted, the last 2 buildings, if there's any hams in that building, well, then that makes sense.
There's a bunch of hams in that area, in those 3 buildings. Yeah, absolutely. Look back on the group chat, man. We put up a thing. It's Sunny Isles, and there's some hams in that area, man.
It took a while because, I was relying on other people's comments, I was like thinking they have to be over here and then over there, and I was listening to them, and it's like, what, I can't listen to people anymore. I have to do it myself. So, I'm like, he's obviously not over this area. So I'm just not getting the signal. As soon as I went 79th Street, all the way up to Biscayne, started heading north, guess what? Signal gets better and better. Now it's full scale. Use the beam, and there it is, man. One of those 2 damn buildings. Bitch, I got you.
Yeah, you're definitely in the neighborhood, and we did a cross-reference there, and there's a bunch of guys in there for sure, man. Could be anything. Could be a security guard. Could be anything. But, the best would be 3 guys with beams like that to triangulate, but, and nobody's jumping up to do that, man.
Yeah, I mean business, man. I don't, that's the thing about me is, I don't joke around when it comes to shit like that. I do it, man. I go there and I take care of the business. I know there's people out there that do it as well. Maybe some people can't do it right now or whatever the case is, but for me, it's just that it's more of like a tick. Like I have some kind of ADD problem where I have to do it. And I even fight with myself. It's like, you know what? A lot of people are not even appreciating it, with me doing it. Why should I even go out there and do it? And still, I went out there and did it. It's kind of weird. But I'm glad the last time I did, I could finally say that now at least I know what 2 buildings it is. Hey, Chief.
Yeah, Joe, very cool. Adele, you still in there, bud?
Yeah, I'm just letting you guys chit-chat. I'm just looking at radios.
Be done. This motherfucker has to be caught.
You remember I used to have were you talking about the GE Ericsson PCS? I used to have one of those.
A GE Ericsson PCS? It's supposedly a slimline handheld. GE, but I'm going to have to look that up.
Yeah, I found the GE. They just put Ericsson, but it said GE PCS. I remember having one of those radios. The buttons were on the side. They were like rubber to go up and down. And I believe the little triangular one was the was the on and off button, I think. And then it had the antenna on the top.
I'm going to look that up right now. I'll let you know.
Yeah, the side button, on the side, there was a volume in gray. The top one was a channel. Then you would change that. You would hit that to hit the channel. And then you would have the PTT. And I want to say that the most people who used these were the Miami-Dade Aviation Specialists. The ones who write the tickets and tow your cars if you leave them there more than 2 minutes. I had one of those, and it was really cool.
It's definitely not that. This was a really cool-looking slimline GE radio. I'm going to do some research on it, but yeah, I've seen that radio before, but no. It's nothing that elaborate. It's just a basic, simple radio, but man, it was a really nice radio. It just, from back in that day, it was one of those cool radios, you know? Simplified, but it's definitely not the PCS, no.
Hey, what happened with the dumb fuck who tried to get into the White House that got shot or whatever the hell it was?
He got shot by the Secret Service or whoever. Don't know his extent to it. I'm pretty sure he's alive or not. I don't know.
Wow. Fucking people are stupid. You know what? There's a fence there. Don't fucking cross the fence. You're gonna get fucking shot. That's the White House. Don't fuck with the White House. I don't give a shit who's the fucking president. It could be a Negro. It could be a white. It could be a Latino. It could be a gay. It could be a woman. It don't matter. That's the president's house. Do not cross the fucking line.
Well, and that's how America works, man. Don't cross the line. It don't matter who it is, dude. Fucking you cross the line, you get your dick slapped in the dirt.
Yeah, man, let me tell you something. I'm Cuban. I came when I was 8 months old. My parents brought me over here. Fidel put my dad in jail because he came and took my dad's trucks. My dad had a trucking company. But besides that, my dad had just bought a new Chevrolet Silverado. My brother told me this because my brother's a little bit older than me. And he brought a new Chevrolet Silverado. The only reason that they didn't take the car and the car was away, let's say, in the barn, was because there used to be a lot of mud. So my dad had not put the tires, the big tires, on the truck. So they took the truck away, and then in Cuba, in Cuba, there in each block, there's this person that's called a comité, the committee, and this person was like with Fidel. So they would know everything was going on, and they found out that my dad still had the big tires. So they came back, arrested him for stealing government property. Mind you, this was all his before fucking Fidel came in, because he owned all that. They put him in jail. He died in jail of a heart attack, and so we had to flee and come over here. Break. That being said, I'm American, Cuban, and I'm a patriot, and I will defend this country as much as I can until death. And as a public safety officer and as a public safety licensed security officer, I was sworn to protect the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of Florida, and I will do that. Period.
Well, anything to debunk Castro's regime. I mean, he's been keeping you down for years, obviously. So, yeah, man, good for you, bro.
You know, I don't understand how my people, I mean, I know they would get shot or whatever, but how much can you hold, man? You've got to fight. If you don't fight, you're never going to be free. You know, they would never get out of there. Or, I mean, Barack Obama did some good things. Our president now, which I voted for, and I don't have a problem with, took all the things off, you know, the wet foot, dry foot, blah, blah, blah. But I get it. I get it because you can't keep on letting us come in, even though it's under still dictatorship, let's say, communism, and the other countries are just trying to come in because they don't have any money or any work and stuff like that. It's not the same thing, but it is the same thing because their government is taking everything, you know? But we can't let everybody come over here. When it takes an American 3 months, a year, or 2 years to find a job, we got a problem. That's the way I see it.
Oh, yeah, big problem.
Yeah. Now, when Americans, and I understand that they do the beans and all that shit and the tomatoes, whatever, I get that. But when a regular American cannot find a job that he studied for or a job that he can do, because unfortunately in Miami or in South Florida, they don't give a shit about you, the companies. You know, that's why I decided to get fired and then start working for myself again, because I do care about people. When I started my company, when I started my company in 2005, it wasn't about making money. It was about giving people jobs. And so I charged $17 an hour. I would pay my officers $12 to $13 an hour for armed officers. And we were only armed, you know. And I got the respect and the legacy that I wanted to build. I did it, you know. And I've gotten awards from the City of Miami Police, and I worked very well with them, you know. But it can't just always be about the money. Okay, I'm clear.
Well, I'm looking here and I see a CHP-GE NPR. Was it an NPR? No, it wasn't an NPR. I'm still looking for the radio, man. But the CHP-GE NPR was a pretty neat-looking radio at its time.
Were they all gray?
Kind of. It was a metal face. Man, let me tell you, I gotta find this radio, bro, because it was just badass. It's like I'm having a hard time finding it, and, you know, how can something be existing and yet, not yet that old enough to really be that vintage, you know what I'm saying? Because we're only talking, 89, 90s area.
Yeah, I remember when I was a police explorer for Coral Gables, I don't remember what they were using, but they would give us these GEs with the button, the PTT was like a round button, and I liked it, and it had the slide-on battery in the back. I mean, it had the slide-on battery that you would slide it off, you know, a big square, and it was like silver, and it said GE on it.
The LT1000.
GE LT1000s.
I know that they were giving police explorers trunking radios, LP1000s, for a while.
Oh, I even sonar radio, which they used to make right there in Hollywood, or not Hollywood, by Griffin there, the Sonar Corporation. I even actually had a sonar radio, man, crystal controlled.
I was looking at a sales. It looked really nice, and I asked the guy, well, if I get this radio, can you program it for me? You know, because he says that they're not doing anything with it, that the company's not supporting it or whatever it is. The radio looks really nice.
Expensive though. KG4, that's why they...
Yeah, I know, but I'll push to get it.
Hey man, you know, things that come by in history. I had an RCA handheld. It was a white handheld made by RCA. Bro, the radio looks badass, man. Bro, when I was a kid, man, I had so much radios, man. Wow, that's you know, pretty much the example why I was such a guru in knowing a lot of stuff. But the RCA made a handheld radio that was white, and it was actually a pretty badass looking radio.
I still like the MRK.
You know, I was almost about to get one. I said, man, $405 worth versus $600. I'm saving $200. I really do like the MRK. Even when the county had it, they were very nice. I like it because the batteries, again, is in the bottom, like the HT600. I like the way the button is, the PTT. Does it sound loud? I mean, because it has just a small frame.
I like the audio on most GE products. I mean, and most of their EDAX products sound even better. So, most of the MRKs that the county used had pretty good audio.
Yeah, I never liked the MRKs, man. That was just a horse dick radio, man. It looked like the end of a horse dick.
Well, that's fine with me.
You need to stop looking at fucking porn on the internet, bro.
What's funny?
I've never seen that girl suck that horse's dick. You know how long I've been searching for that fucking video?
Don't worry, it was about as worthless as 2 Girls, 1 Cup.
Oh, let me tell you, a friend of mine sent me one, though. He fucked me up. This guy was bent over, and he had a fucking stallion behind him. The stallion put all his dick all the way up his fucking ass, and it killed the guy, man. It fucking ruined his insides, man.
Well, that should have been, like, hello. Especially if the animal didn't do it slow.
The horse got excited because I guess it felt so fucking good. The horse was like, and the guy was like, and that was the end of it.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy. Hey, is it normal for these handhelds to get really hot? Is it because they're ham radios, or is it because they're just radios?
Well, anytime you're converting energy to RF or converting anything, normal use, man. My radio here gets so hot, sometimes I can't even hold it anymore.
Yeah, and don't touch the screws on the back of the Baofeng radio. There's something with the ground or something that makes it freaking hot as shit.
Okay, I was just wondering, because I always use just public safety radios, and I guess we don't really talk that much, only when we're going to tow a car or when we receive a call or whatever it is.
Commercial radios are usually over-engineered, so you don't have to worry about that usually. They're like, you think an MRK probably has like a, 50%, 60% duty cycle?
Right, well, I'm going to get this $100 Motorola VHF, and I think I'm going to get the M7100 IP that Rolly has, just so I can have them both.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to get my M7100 installed as soon as I get my fucking money, because I want a radio in my car. And then I'll decide whether I want one for the house, whatever, and get the box under it that I can plug into the wall that gives it power, and then try to get the shit that converts it just in case there's a hurricane or some shit like that. But I just can use the building's power. I can just run a fucking cable outside and take the building's power, because they have a generator.
I feel like this is the calm before the storm, brother. For hurricanes-wise.
Yeah, usually for my birthday's on the 25th, and every birthday that I've had has been a fucking hurricane. The last one was Katrina. It started happening on my birthday, and then I ended up going with the K9 team to the Riverwalk Mall, which is in downtown New Orleans, to secure the mall and make sure, and we work for the Hilton Hotels, and make sure that there was no one sleeping or dead inside the Hiltons. So we had to go with our canines and climb the fucking floors. Like, we would do different floors every day and shit.
Charlie hit the west coast. I was part of an early Aries Racing search and rescue team. I learned a lot at a young age, like 17, 18 years old. That was crazy, man.
Say that again, I didn't hear you.
No, I was with one of the Aries Racing search and rescue teams, communication search and rescue teams when I was young, and that impacted me for a long time, how Charlie tore up the West Coast. Like, literally through Punta Gorda, it literally just flattened that town.
So what, are you a general or are you a technician?
I'm a technician, but I've had my license for over 10 years. I've had my license since I was 13 years old. I am 30 now. So I'm going on a long time.
Wow, that's pretty cool. I didn't even know you could get it that fucking early. I want to study for the general, but, like, it asks me questions that I really don't give a fuck about, you know? Like, I'm not going to build my fucking tower.
Not even that. They ask you questions that pretty much fucks you up.
Say that again? Or as they say in the police, QSM?
They ask you questions that fucks you up. It tricks you, basically, you know. They basically give you the answer, but then they give you other answers that were, like, totally answers that would make more sense. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So, I'm thinking about taking it, you know, and start studying for it in Ham Online or the other one that I have.
I mean, dude, I think I would pass it. You know. What region is 28 megahertz? Blah, 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 blah. You know, all that frequency shit, I hate it. I remember when I first took it. It was so annoying.
It's like they ask you, what is the elevation of your angle of dangle when you can receive the other angle of dangle from the other dangle of angle? And how should that apply to your dangle of angle, which both of your angles of dangle should meet together? You know what I'm saying? It's like, well, I don't give a shit about that because I'm more technical than that bullshit.
You forgot the ground angle.
And perhaps go on Aries and go find people, you know? Whether I find people myself or I find people with the dog, you know, just find people. Help people out. Dig them out. Protect their food.
Are you StarTech certified?
That's what I'm working on, kinda. I have to do StarTech 4 and 3. Through Nazar, but I want to become a Nazar member first because then you get the classes cheaper.
Yeah, I know. I'm Nazar 3 certified when I was younger. I don't know if it expires, but that's what I did when I was younger.
Is it that hard? I mean, what is it? You watch videos? Well, probably when you were younger they didn't have videos. I don't know. But as I guess now online, you just watch videos and then you take the test, and they ask you questions about the videos, I guess.
To be honest, from what I remember, the Nazar 3 was bullshit for me because I was a Boy Scout. I know land navigation. And it's Nazar 2, StarTech 2, which is more land navigation and actual physical doing things. And I think the nearest class for me back then was in Tampa, near Ocala. But StarTech 3 is more questions. Yeah, they're just going to give you videos and stuff. It's no big deal.
Right, because you have to go 4. I think they have 4 now, if I'm not mistaken. I have to go 4, 3, and then 2 if I want to. 1 I don't care about because that's being the fucking boss, and I don't want to be a fucking boss.
You know, I really wouldn't mind doing it right now. I wonder if my certification still exists.
You should check it out. And then they want me to do, I think it's FEMA like 101 point, or 101 dash some shit 29 or something like that.
Oh, they still have those? Man, I remember when they started that system. Oh, there's tons of classes to take on there. I remember when I first started working with emergency management in the Aries group, they made me take like 10 of those classes just to participate in certain things. But it's understood because you should know how to be interoperable. And let me stop talking and let somebody else take it up. KG4SYB.
Go ahead, guys. You know, pretty interesting shit. So KJ4Q, Woody.
How are you interoperable? The fucking radio has to be interoperable, and they didn't have that shit back then.
Oh, no, yeah, they did, man. That's when they were coming out with it, just then. I remember when they had the interoperability box for City of Miami and Miami-Dade, and a whole bunch of stuff. But they taught you a whole bunch of stuff. I had so many different trainings, I don't even remember. So many different little keywords and look important, feel important terms that I remembered what was necessary for the job at hand, and I kept everything else to the side.
Well, I tell you that I look important, my car looks important, I feel important, I am fucking, and I can get the fucking job done.
Yeah, no, I'm not talking about you or anybody that's on this repeater. I'm making a more grandiose statement. You know how it is. Like, I'm not into that culture of how do I say? I'm no police officer. I'm not gonna look like one, but I will assist and be a volunteer and stuff like that. But I will only do as much as necessary to make aware or keep myself safe. I think that, you know, some of us hams, when I was into the culture, went a little bit overboard sometimes with the whole culture of public safety and law enforcement. And I understand it because my dad's law enforcement, but I try to be very low-key.
Copy that. Yeah. And it seems to be, you know, like, I learned this a little bit. Like when I went looking for a dog, like I wanted to save a dog. Like let's say you go to these fucking cocksuckers that, you know, are, not the county, you know, the private dog keepers, you know, they want to save all the fucking dogs in the world, whatever the fuck it is. They're barely fucking making it. They don't have any fucking money coming in. They always ask for donations. And then when you say, oh, I want this dog, I like this dog, and I want it, then they have you like a 300 question fucking questionnaire and call your